Celebrate anything with a choice of 8 entrees plus a mini Pizookie for $13.
We don't hide behind asterisks or fine print. With Covered California, what you see is what you get. Healthcare that actually makes sense. Let's find your plan together.
This is CBS LA at 6.
Now at 6, power restored after a widespread outage for tens of thousands in West LA, leaving traffic lights in the dark.
Plus, food banks stepping up to keep people fed as SNAP benefits remain in limbo.
And Governor Newsom in the Lone Star State giving props to local lawmakers for inspiring Prop 50. Welcome to CBS LA at 6. I'm Gio Insignares.
And I'm Hunter Sowards. We are also streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. We start tonight with a look at Capitol Hill, live tonight where Congress is working through the weekend in an effort to end the government shutdown. Senators adjourned earlier this evening, but are expected to meet again tomorrow. No votes were taken today after failing to pass a bill yesterday to pay federal workers during the shutdown.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer presented a Democratic proposal to end the impasse, but Senate Majority Leader John Thune has flatly rejected the offer.
The Democrat leader wants to believe that this is a, quote, simple proposal, that it is some sort of compromise, but it is not.
This crisis is in the administration's hands. It's all them, not anyone else. The minute the administration wanted to, it could find a fix for SNAP and ensure that people don't go hungry.
Thune says he'll keep the Senate in session until the government reopens. Meanwhile, late last night, the Supreme Court temporarily allowed the Trump administration to withhold about $4 billion in payments for SNAP food assistance that a federal judge had previously ordered to be paid.
And with SNAP benefits still in limbo, food banks are filling the need. This morning, rows of cars, you see them there lining up at the San Gabriel Valley Airport in El Monte, picking up boxes of food from the LA Regional Food Bank. LA County Supervisor Hilda Solis helped put on this food distribution. She says it helped some 4,000 families.
And it's not just food banks helping people who depend on SNAP.
That's right. CBS LA's Zach Boetto is live in Sunland, where neighbors are helping neighbors to make sure no one goes without a meal. Right, Zach?
Hey Hunter, hey Gio, check this out. People are turning these little free libraries into little free food pantries. They got some good stuff in here too. They got some noodles, some oranges, some chips, some water, all things that you can use to make a meal. And like you said, Hunter, neighbors helping neighbors during now what is the longest government shutdown in history.
Every day, Mary Sirocco walks out onto her Sunland neighborhood sidewalk to check and see if there's been any movement in her free food pantry. It's become a daily ritual for Sirocco, who decided back on November 1st to transform what was her little free library into a free snack shack.
I'm always about pivoting to where there's a need or what will work, and this is something that I saw somebody else do, and I was just like, that's it.
Sirocco says she jumped on the idea when on November 1st, SNAP benefits began facing disruptions for 5.5 million low-income Californians because of the ongoing government shutdown, leaving many to find alternative means to find their next meals. Sirocco says she understands that feeling firsthand.
I've been homeless before. I've been on food stamps before. I've been impoverished before, and I know what it's like, and I know, the shame that people want to involve in it, and I just don't think that that's worth anything. I just want people to eat if they need to eat.
These types of little free libraries were created in Wisconsin back in 2009 and have been popping up all over California and the United States ever since. Sirocco says since November, she's seen over 100 people turn these now into little free food pantries.
I had no idea it was for food. I thought it was just books. Get one, put one in. That's a good idea.
Sirocco says her free little food pantry is her way of helping those impacted in her neighborhood by what is now the longest government shutdown in history.
Keep coming back as much as you need to. I'll keep filling it up as much as I need to until this whole thing is over.
And Hunter Geo Mary tells me that she is receiving monetary donations and food donations. And for the extra food that is not fitting in her little free food pantry, she's donating that to a nonprofit down the street called Making It Happen. And that nonprofit is doing food distribution every Saturday. Hunter, Geo.
So good to see people
Absolutely.
stepping up and filling the need. Zach, thank you. If you'd like to help those in need, you can scan this QR code that we've got there on your screen, or just go to cbsla.com/CBSLA Cares to donate money to local food banks. And if you're in need, that QR also provides a list of food banks where you can pick up those donations.
The government shutdown also causing travel trouble at major airports across the country and here in SoCal. More than 1,000 flights have been canceled across the country today. We'll have a closer look at cancellations at LAX coming up, plus what you should do if your flight is affected. In the meantime, let's get to weather, and we are turning up the heat this weekend.
No, I certainly felt it when I stepped outside. Meteorologist Danny Ruberti is here. And yeah, Danny, you called it toasty earlier. That's the perfect word. All right, a lot to track. Danny, thank you. A large power outage in West LA this afternoon, cutting off power for tens of thousands of people and shutting off traffic lights. LA DWP says the outage hit around 1 this afternoon in Mid-Wilshire, Mid-City, Leimert Park, and Baldwin Hills. At least 31,000 customers were without power at one point. Now, it took nearly 2 hours before service was completely restored. The cause, though, of the outage is still being investigated.
An off-duty LAPD officer is killed in a fiery car crash in Santa Clarita overnight. This happened at Cinema Drive and Bouquet Canyon Road just after 2 this morning. The car was on fire when crews arrived. According to officials, no other vehicles were involved, and the driver was pronounced dead at the scene. LAPD confirmed this afternoon the victim was an off-duty police officer, but have not yet released his identity. The LA County Sheriff's Department is investigating that crash.
Will Rogers State Park reopens its gates today, 10 months after the Palisades fire raged through the historic site. Despite significant damage, park officials say the reopening serves as yet another step toward healing.
Despite the signs of loss burned into the once sprawling stretch of hiking trails and historic landmarks,
it's a very exciting day to have Will Rogers State Historic Park reopened.
Hope is blooming from blackened ash.
It is bittersweet. It is difficult at times to look at what's lost, but there's a lot to look forward to. There's a lot of hope.
The best day in quite a while is what we have going on.
Whether lounging under a tree, hiking with friends, or kicking around a soccer ball, the welcomed reopening comes after a difficult 10-month closure for locals.
It was kind of heartbreaking.
The Palisades fire ripped through the iconic State Historic Park, once home to Hollywood star Will Rogers. Sadly, his century-old 31-room ranch-style house and other historic buildings burned, including the stable and barn. A chimney and debris is all that remains.
It's been a long road to recovery to get to this point, so we're very excited to open the gates again.
In addition to half of the park's 9 miles of hiking trails back open, the polo field and picnic spaces are also ready to welcome guests back.
So when I heard it was reopening today, I had to be here.
As celebration held Saturday gave people the chance to chat with park rangers and learn about recovery, including future plans for the park.
It's really just a welcome home, really. I mean, for the community of the Palisades.
A welcome home and a step toward healing for a community that's lost so much.
Although we lost a number of facilities and important landmarks in the Palisades fire, the spirit of this park has not been extinguished.
And a series of community meetings are going to be held to figure out possible plans to rebuild those facilities lost. California State Park wants feedback from the public before making any decisions about the park's future.
How we doing, Harris?